Hindustan Aeronautics Ltd and General Electric are working out a deal that will see the manufacturing of the F-414 INS-6 engine in India to power Tejas Mark II, AMCA Mark I and TED-BF program. Essential components of the core engine will come directly from General Electric, while HAL will be given technology transfer for compressor discs and case, compressor spool, hub seals and the afterburner section. General Electric will supply engines in semi-assembled kit, while HAL will assemble the engine with locally built components and conduct final assembly and testing. HAL will also be in charge of the maintenance, repair operations and local certification of these engines for the Indian Air Force. The infrastructure groundwork for the manufacturing of the MK2 rifles has been completed, and the Indo-Russian Rifles Private Limited is all set to start production from next month. Russia has already delivered 70,000 MK2 rifles that were bought off the shelf, and now the Indian and Russian side have both agreed to the commercial terms, and over 6 lakh rifles will be manufactured over the next 10 years. The Indian manufacturing plant could also manufacture more units for exports and newer rifles based on the Kalashnikov platform. India's Centum Electronics Limited has signed a memorandum of understanding with Israel's Rafael Advanced Defense Systems Limited, under which both companies will collaborate to develop futuristic lightweight electronic warfare systems in lower frequency bands for the Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard, as well as the life cycle support of existing electronic warfare systems. Mazagon Dock Limited has released an expression of interest seeking eligible Indian companies for the design, manufacturing and supply of systems for underwater platform that includes propulsion system, control surfaces, battery systems with battery management system, acoustic depth monitoring system, sonar system, underwater communication system, SATCOM system, surface communication system, optical mast, communication mast, snorkel mast, protective coatings, as well as hull and tanks. DRDO's Instruments Research and Development Establishment has started the development work on a high-performance multi-sensor electro-optic payload for Namica Mark II tank destroyer. The electro-optic payload will weigh around 40 kilograms including the gimbal, and will consist of sensors including thermal imager, a TV CCD camera for daylight operations, and a laser rangefinder. It will be able to detect a maximum of 5 targets, and the day camera can track a T-72 tank at 8 kilometers and perform auto-lock on the target. Goa Shipyard Ltd has emerged as the lowest bidder in the Indian Navy contract for procuring 11 next-generation offshore patrol vessels, that is valued at 9,000 crore rupees. The next-generation offshore patrol vessels will play an important part in the protection of offshore assets, mine countermeasure operations, and help track the steady rise in the deployment of Chinese research vessels in the Indian Ocean region. The Indian Air Force has released pictures of opening phase of the ongoing Garuda air exercise, in which French Air Force's Rafale fighter jets undertook intense flying activity with the Tejas and Su-30 fighter jets near the western border with Pakistan. The exercise will foster professional engagement, experience sharing, and the improvement of operational knowledge in addition to fostering bilateral ties between the two nations. After revelations that former pilots and instructors of the Royal Air Force were training Chinese trainee pilots of the Chinese Air Force at a South Africa-based institute, it has now emerged that 35 pilot training schools in the United States, United Kingdom and Canada have also trained Chinese pilots, and the training schools are also recruiting pilots from other countries, with the main objective to train Chinese Air Force pilots.
Omar dropped it.